Oh, halo Yuki. Okay, so in this video, we are going to learn about present continuous tense. So we are going to learn both the structure and the functions. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so for the structure, we have the positive, negative, and interrogative or questions. For the positive one, we begin with the subject. And then we continue with the to be. For your information, the to be can be either am, is, or are, depending on the subject. And then we continue with verb ing. And finally, we end it with object or complement. For example, I am working at home now. Notice the subject here is I, and the to be should be am. Second one, Amber is cooking the dinner. Amber is a she. Therefore, the to be is. And then finally, Albedo and Sucrose are doing an experiment. Albedo and Sucrose can be replaced by the word they. So, they are. For the negative one, we can begin with the subject, and then to be. Don't forget the word not, and then verb ing, and then object or complement. For example, I am not working at home now. Amber is not cooking the dinner. Albedo and Sucrose are not doing an experiment. And then we have the interrogative or questions. In this case, we begin with the to be first. Then we proceed with the subject. After that, we continue with the verb ing and end it with object or complement. For example, am I working at home now? Is Amber cooking the dinner? Are Albedo and Sucrose doing an experiment? Next, we go to the functions. So, these tenses, or the present continuous tense, there are three functions. The first one, for the activities that we are doing at the moment of the speaking. So, we are doing the things right now. For example, Barbara is singing at church at the moment. By the way, this also indicates that this activity is in progress. And then the second one, Naruto and Hinata are eating ramen now. In here, we can see Naruto and Hinata, they are both eating ramen. They are in the progress of eating. Okay. Next one, these tenses, or the present continuous tense, can be used for the future plans or arrangements. For example, Edgeworth is going to his hometown tomorrow. Or, I am playing tennis with Sarah at 8 next Thursday. So in here, we are talking about the future plans or arrangements. We have the plans first, and we are going to execute it in the future. Present continuous tense can also be used for something that we think is temporary. Temporary is not permanent. For example, Jojo and Dio are working in London for the next 3 months. Second one, Robin is studying archaeology at university. Okay, there are some extra information here. The first one, we do not normally use the continuous form with stative verbs. For your information, stative verbs are verbs that don't indicate visible movements or process. For example, verbs of thinking or feeling: believe, hate, love, understand, or want. And then verbs of senses. For example, appear, feel, look, sim, smell, sound, or taste. Also verbs of having or being. For example, have to, or own. For example, it's correct to say, I believe in you. However, it will be wrong if I say, I am believing in you, because believe is a stative verb. Next one, the apple pie tastes great. Great. However, we cannot say, the apple pie is tasting great. Child owns much money. True. However, child is owning much money is false. Okay, so that's easy, right? Keep practicing, okay? And at the end, this is the word of the day. I believe in process. I believe in 4 seasons. I believe that winter's tough, but spring's coming. I believe that there is a growing season, and I think that you realize that in life, you grow, you get better. Okay, so that's all for this video. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.